What's your name? Where you calling from? And what is on your mind?
Oh my gosh, I got in. I didn't think I would get in.
You
Hello, my name's
here?
Alicia from
Hey,
Hartford.
Alicia.
Um, oh my gosh, I didn't think I would get in. I'm sending an email to one of my colleagues at work. I'm the young woman who works at Sierra Club, which I probably shouldn't be saying it, but I'm gonna say it because I don't care. I'm not scared. I just wanted to speak on one thing today
Okay.
in regards to me standing my ground at work.
Okay.
So recently, to talk about what you talked about tonight in regards to white people in their mediocrity.
Mm-hmm.
My colleague, one of my colleagues that works with me, who is a volunteer for Sierra Club, is a white woman who's middle-aged.
Okay.
Not going to say her name, of
Okay.
course. And she's from the Midwest, and I'm from the Midwest. I'm originally from Chicago. Her and I have been living in Connecticut for more than a decade. And she's been trying to do work in Hartford with Sierra Club for a long time, and she's never been able to get any push. And I just started in August, and I've been able to galvanize and organize in Hartford around renewable energy and eradication of environmental racism and the like. Her and I had a 2-hour conversation, and it was me basically fighting her mentally in regards to her voter shaming me, trying to voter shame me and my people, in particular black men, for 2 hours. She talked about politics, and I told her, I said, this is not a good time for us to talk about politics because we're at work, and this is not a good idea because I'm going to school you, and I don't think you're ready for this. And she was so certain about having the conversation. We had the one-on-one, and she acted like a child. She told me about her life and how her people came from the bottom and how they worked very hard, and how she is white poor and she comes from white poverty. And I told her, white poverty is not the same as black poverty. My people are descendants of chattel slavery. And then she threw the fact that I'm half Haitian in my face. And I said, yes, I understand that I have that ancestry, but I'm anchored in my Mississippi. And you are not about to voter shame me and mine. And in regards to what we do with our politics and what we do as a people in this country. And she almost threw her computer because she was very, very pissed. She was very, very upset. And she's a white liberal. And she was just like, you always talk about white people and how white people are an issue and how dare you, we're not racist. And I'm like, you're proving my point and how racist you are. You're proving my point and how white women are just as problematic as white men.
Uh-oh.
And she was like, oh, no. And I told her, I said, there's a book called They Were Her Property. You need to read that. White women owned slaves. You need to read The Color of Law and the whole history of redlining and housing. You need to know the statistics in regards to black people. We always vote. So I don't understand why you're talking to me about voting. We always vote. And then she brought up the 8% of black men that voted, and black men need to. I say, you're not about to do that to me about my men. My men vote. You ever wonder why a large majority of my men cannot vote? Because we're in cages. And how can you expect men to vote for the man who wrote the crime bill? How can you expect my men to vote for a man that threw them in cages and they're citizens? She said, oh, you know all of the statistics. You seem well read. I'm like, yes, that's why I'm here. I've done the hard work to be in this position, to be the campaign organizer for Hartford, Connecticut. So I've done the work. I don't know about you, but I've done the work. And she was like, well, I'm in poverty wages. I'm earning poverty wages. I said, but you're a married woman. Your white husband is anchoring you in your white wealth. So you can afford to volunteer to work for Sierra Club to do the work that you're doing. See, I can't. I have to get paid full time. I'm advocating for me to get paid full time. I'm living off the money that I earn. I have no wealth.
Absolutely.
And for 2 hours, this woman cried for 2 hours. And I said, I just want to let you know, I don't care about white women's tears in regards to my politics. I don't care about your tears in your racist terms. I don't care about your tears in regards to my people because you're immature right now. And you're taking this personal. This is systemic.
Ooh.
And I told her, if you want to continue to work with me moving forward with the work I'm doing in Hartford, these are the solutions. You have to be about that life of ending environmental racism. You have to be about the life of doing your work, and I will give you the books and the articles to read moving forward.
Ooh.
Now let's schedule another meeting.
Ooh. You might gotta do the
She was
work.
like, this is not fair. Yes?
Oh, what? How can anybody talk to us about what's fair and not fair? We are the last people you want to talk to about what is fair. Like these last 400 years, not fair. What does that mean? But you done made somebody do the work. Oh, she gonna be upset. Oh, she's
Yes.
upset.
And then I called my boss, which is her boss, after I had the conversation with her. And I said, listen, I spoke to such and such, and we had a 2-hour conversation, and I told her the truth, and I shamed the devil. I told her about my advocacy for reparations, and this is how I started this work anyway. And I reminded my boss, I said, isn't this the reason why you hired me? And my boss is also a white woman. I am one of very few black people in Sierra Club, Connecticut. And my boss was like, Ms. Jenkins, you said it right. You set her straight. She has to remember that she is a volunteer. And you're doing great work in Hartford already, so I support you. And I was like, okay.
Woo. Woo. My goodness. My goodness, my goodness. They want you to talk in the
And that
chat
was
now.
my week last week. Huh?
I said they want you to talk in the chat. They have questions. But yeah, I mean that's what you. But see, the thing is, you didn't make her cry. Like somebody would be like, you made her cry. No, the reality of ADOS life in America made her cry. She has lived with this idea that there is a sameness and I'm poor. No, black poverty is not, like you said, it's not white poverty. It doesn't come from a systemic kind of oppression. It's not the same thing. And you insisted on having this conversation with me at work when I told you, yeah, maybe not. So that's on her. And people don't even understand when they have to take responsibility for like a situation or a conversation that they created. You wanted to have this conversation. I didn't come to you and say, we got to talk about this. I want to talk about it.
Yes.
And now that we're here, let's talk about Cancer Alley. Now that we're here, let's talk about these plants in black neighborhoods. Now that we're here, let's talk about why that happens. And you brought her to that reality. That's why she cried. She cried because of her own ignorance. That didn't have nothing to do with you, and you didn't do nothing wrong.
Yep. And I did. I told her about, the poisoned soil in Hartford, Connecticut, and the historicity of that. Like, I wanted to have the conversation about work. She turned it into politics. And I was like, you don't want to go there. And everybody, because I came in hitting the ground running with this job, that this is my advocacy. I wrote it in my letter when I applied to work here. I said that I'm an ADOS. That I'm an ADOS advocate for reparations and the black agenda for my people, and I'm in it for the long haul. So
Absolutely.
and they hired me based off that. They remembered that I said that.
Oh, that's good. We're making headway. Oh, yeah, you absolutely right, fam. You absolutely right. You just did a masterclass. It's a masterclass in how to deal with with somebody white in your life who doesn't understand. And you do all of that, and then you give them a book to read and go on and take care of yourself. Ain't nothing going on. So.
Yes, and I want to thank you for that. And also, I think this is part of another wave of Project Takeover. Yes, take over the black institutions that we have, but let's also take over the institutions that are run by neoliberal, faux, or what progressive organizations that got their start based off Martin taking a bullet. Sierra Club got to be national based off the Civil Rights Movement. And for them to not have black people in this space until today, it's very shameful. And I'm saying this because we already had an all-staff meeting talking about the issues that black people have been enduring since being part of Sierra Club for decades. And I'm part of the Black Action Team there. And I spoke about ADOS on the national level with Sierra Club. And I got so many claps and I got so much encouragement. People want to have coffee with me virtually now. And I'm not saying this like, I'm puffing my chest. But like, I'm doing this for my people. Like, I've bitten the silver bullet for 11 years. And I'm willing to move forward. So
Thank you,
that's just
fam.
me.
Oh, you spit fire today. I appreciate that. And that woman gonna be mad, but she better figure it out. She gotta figure it out. White America gotta figure it out. Like especially white women who just put everything on their men. You know that you gotta figure it out. So I think you put in her the seed to figure it out. That's what we do, fam. We plant seeds too. So I really thank you, Carla. I appreciate you. And I did not know that history of the Sierra Club. I did not know it. I had no idea how it was linked. I was ignorant to that, but I thank you for calling in. That was a wonderful call. Ooh wee. Thank you, fam.
Thank you.
You have a good night, and you take care of yourself. Ooh, we lighting fires out here today. Don't y'all mess up this. We on the road. Don't y'all mess up the road. Those of you on hold. Ooh, she told that